Everyone fantasizes about the glamour and glitz that comes with being an A-list Hollywood actor. Whether it's the fame, the seven-figure paychecks, working with profound directors, or getting the chance to film in exotic destinations, it's not hard to imagine why an actor would put so much pressure on their auditions. But it would seem as though some put a little too much pressure on themselves. One actor even went so far as to hit a co-star right across the face in the audition room. That's not all. Would you believe us if we told you that one celebrity even stopped showering for a while, hoping it would make her seem less attractive in order to get the role of her dream? Guess you'll just have to stick around as we spill the tea as to which of your favorite Hollywood actors seriously took their auditions way too far. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to the Rumour Juice channel. Margot Robbie. There is no doubt that this Suicide Squad star made quite the impression during her audition with Leonardo DiCaprio for her impressive role in The Wolf of Wall Street. During her audition, she had a sneaky feeling that neither Leo nor director Martin Scorsese was taken by her. In a panic, she thought to herself she only has 30 seconds left to do something really impressive to get them to remember her. Margot took a deep breath and told herself this is a quote, once-in-a-lifetime chance, just take it. So, while reading a scene with the Oscar winner, Margot and Leo started yelling at each other as directed in the script. And so I started screaming at him and he's yelling back at me, and he's really scary. I can barely keep up. In the heat of the moment, Margot decided to stir things up a bit, and instead of walking up to Leo and giving him a kiss as per the script, she decided to rather give him a big slap in the face and scream "Fuck you" at her future co-star. Clearly, this risk paid off as she got a call a few days later saying she got the part. We wonder if DiCaprio was nervous to reprise this scene when they started shooting. Hopefully she went a little easier on the poor guy. Shia LaBeouf. It shouldn't come as a surprise for you to find Shia on our list, as he is already pretty well known for his out-of-the-box thinking. And this actor has definitely never shied away from sharing a little too much information with his fans. Shia was a fan of director Lars von Trier for many years and desperately wanted to work with him on his then latest film. However, Shia was very aware of how, quote, real the director wanted the film to be, and Shia definitely might have just pushed this realness a bit too far. During a press tour for the film, Shia admitted that in order to capture the realness he was convinced von Trier was looking for, he sent him actual footage of him and his then-girlfriend, let's just say in compromising positions.
I had some hiccups, some judgment error. No.
And so one of the things that you did...
For Nymphomaniac, yeah.
Okay.
Talking about how desperately he wanted the part, LaBeouf admitted, "I don't know what it's going to be until I get out there. I know he's a very dangerous director. I know we're trying to do something different. It's not your typical film." Considering the actor's eccentric reputation, it's hard to know when to take him seriously, but it's not hard to believe that this is how the actor landed his dream role. Dakota Johnson. Now, you might think that celebrities would be self-conscious about taking their clothes off during an audition, and fair enough, some of them probably are, but at one point, Dakota Johnson was convinced that this was the one thing she needed to do in order to land a role. While auditioning for an unannounced film, Melanie Griffith's daughter shocked everyone in the room when she got so into character that she impulsively removed her top, going completely bare without ever being asked. "I had an audition and I got really into it, got really into the scene, and it was really dramatic, and I took my shirt off." So, what did she do when the scene ended? Well, the actress just embarrassingly had to walk across the room to where her shirt was on the floor and put it back on while they were giving her feedback.
Okay, so, well, it's not like nobody here hasn't already seen my boobs.
Although some might think that this is quite out-of-the-box thinking, looking back, Johnson confesses, "It's still embarrassing, and I'm more embarrassed that I just told that story." Jennifer Lawrence. Jennifer Lawrence is one of the most popular and recognizable celebrities on the planet and has certainly taken the world by storm. This relatable actress has shown time and time again why she is regarded as one of Hollywood's best, as she will go to any lengths to ensure that she gets what she wants. Although it was not her first movie, Jennifer's breakout role was for her compelling performance in 2010's Winter's Bone. She played a poverty-stricken kid who cares for her mentally ill mother and younger siblings, but it was certainly no easy task getting this role, especially when the director, Deborah Granick, originally told her that she was too pretty for the part. Kind of a compliment though, right? But true to her uber-competitive nature, Lawrence was not ready to give up on this chance of a lifetime even after they turned her down.
And I have a very disgusting, competitive, horrible disease.
She decided that she was going to change everyone's mind by convincing them she is not that attractive. So she hopped on a red-eye to New York, refused to sleep, walked 13 blocks in the snow, causing her to show up with a runny nose, and just in case that wasn't enough, she also didn't wash her hair for quite some time, hoping this would make her seem less attractive. These extreme measures clearly worked, as she landed the role and earned her first ever Oscar nomination for Best Actress, making her the second youngest nominee ever. This certainly paved the way for her many roles to come and showed everyone in the business that she was a performer committed to any role thrown at her. Michelle Pfeiffer. We all know Michelle Pfeiffer as the blonde bombshell in Love Field and Batman Returns, but we can assure you that there was a time that someone like Al Pacino wasn't sure if Pfeiffer was the right fit for her iconic role in Scarface. Director Brian De Palma, however, thought that Pfeiffer would be perfect to play Pacino's lover, but for some reason unbeknownst to man, the actor just didn't rate the young actress. Some could understand Pacino's mindset given Michelle's last acting credit was for Grease 2, which turned out to be a major box office bomb and was nothing near as iconic as its predecessor. But Pfeiffer knew that this was a role she could not let slip through her fingers, and she refused to give up. The actress went on to audition several times over a 3-month period, and let's just say that things, unfortunately, went from bad to worse. I was terrified, and I was really young, and I knew he didn't want me. As it went on, the worse I got because I got so afraid. Eventually, the director decided to take his lead actor's side and let Michelle go, all devastated. But that was not the end, as this story at least comes with a happy ending. Sort of. Just a month later, Michelle got a surprise callback and had to return to the audition room for a screen test. Convinced that she had already blown her chance, Pfeiffer wasn't afraid during the screen test and saw it more as a practice round for future auditions. But then tragedy struck. We did the restaurant scene where I kind of freak out. I threw dishes and everything went flying and I broke things. There was blood everywhere.
And everyone comes running over to me, checking me out for blood. Where am I cut? They're not finding anything. There are no cuts on me. I look over and Al is bleeding.
Oh no! Oh my gosh! You cut Al Pacino?
I cut Al Pacino.
Oh my gosh!
Yes, you heard right, she said blood. Michelle went so overboard during the audition that she ended up injuring the great Al Pacino in the process, but luckily it wasn't in vain, as Michelle luckily got the part. Riz Ahmed. Now, some casting stories are pure destiny, while others, well, they're a little less graceful. One example, Riz Ahmed, who went all out for the role as Bodhi Rook in Rogue One. It seems as though this actor was just a teeny tiny bit forceful in pursuing this role, basically stopping just short of Jedi mind tricks. When director Gareth Edwards first approached Ahmed about the role, he asked him to submit an audition tape and provided him with his personal email, which Ahmed joked was a big mistake. The actor started by sending 2 audition tapes. The director was impressed, saying, "I thought, wow, this guy's got range." But rather than promising Ahmed the role immediately, Edwards had to double check with the producers and others a little higher up. However, Ahmed did not stop there, thinking that perhaps the 2 videos just weren't enough.
So what I did was I emailed him the audition, but then like 10 minutes later I had a different idea. So I emailed him again, different one.
Yeah.
And then later on, you know, I had lunch or whatever and just had an idea, sent him another 3.
Yeah.
And it kept going like that.
As days passed, the actor just kept on sending tapes. In fact, he sent a whopping 12 tapes total. I started getting into costumes and doing weird accents. I kept spamming him. After a 6-day email siege, Edwards emailed back, begging him to stop and reassuring the actor that they will call him back when they are ready. When Edwards finally did call him back, Ahmed was convinced it was to take out a restraining order, but luckily for this dedicated actor, that was far from the case. That's all for today, folks. As always, we are eager to see your opinion in the comment section below, and do tell us which topic we should cover next. Behind the scenes dramas of your favorite shows? Why did this seemingly perfect couple break up? How come this Hollywood hottie is still alone? Who holds the title of the most fan-friendly celebrity? Make your voice heard, and we at Rumour Juice will make sure you are never bored. Subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to tell your friends how cool we are.